Hi, welcome back to One Small Fire at a Time, and now we're on Chapter 4, Magic Deficiency Disorder. Yeah, I remembered this time to show the thing before I ended the video. Okay. This is a new character, right? I think? My apologies for keeping you waiting, my lord. Not at all, Mr. Sherwood. We showed ourselves around, I hope you don't mind. Of course not, my lord. And please call me Quilton. Oh, I haven't properly introduced myself, had I? My name is Quilton Sherwood. I am the owner of Eclipse, and I'm talking with my mouth closed. I believe you've already met my wife, Oriole. Yeah, I hope they don't show Oriole again, because I don't remember her voice either. Yes, she greeted us at the gate and escorted us here. By the way, I hope you don't mind me bringing friends here. This is Johann Poe, a professor of the magical science at the Conservatoire des Ouvertures. Poe nods at Mr. Sherwood. Is this not in the perspective of Janice anymore? Now I can't tell. And this is Commander Aiden Wolf. He oversees the Overture Police's Dragoon unit. Is there a special reason to bring a high-ranking official with you, my lord? Are you perhaps worried that I might be involved in some shady business? Nothing like that. Johann, Wolf, and I are friends. We often travel together. Having Wolf around is especially useful. Johann and I always feel safe when we're with him. Right, Johann? That's right, Joff? That's all there is to it. Hopefully they don't run into Ina again, because that's going to be awkward. I understand, our lord. It is an honor to meet amazing people like Professor Poe and Commander Wolf. Joff, Poe, and Commander continue. Okay, it is in the perspective of Janice because she's calling them that. Continue to make small talk with Mr. and Mrs. Sherwood. Oh, she's there beside me. I noticed that Ina has been staring at Joff with her eyebrows furrowed and her head cocked ever since we entered the ward. As soon as she saw Joff, she said, oh god, no. Oh, Joff, did you manage to find it? Were you able to do it by yourself? Joff didn't answer. So, about the mana potions. Of course, my lord. Understand that as a magic machine manufacturer, your company will need a lot of mana potions for its workers. You'll need them at an affordable price. Does he sell mana potions in addition to being the owner of this place? When will you need the potions, my lord? We haven't started mass production yet. My engineering team has produced a number of prototypes and we are testing them prior to production. In any case, I intend to have the factory ready by spring. So we still have half a year, give or take. That is correct. I see, and how many will you need, my lord? Well, psst, Janice! Psst. I cast a sideways glance at Ina. Psst! I heard you, what? Why does Mr. Sherwood keep calling Joff my lord? Because he's a lord? Huh? Isn't he a new inmate? What? No. Poe said Joff's a young lord of House Godwin and the founder of something with 2 M's. What? Ina's sudden shout silences everyone. They all throw her an inquisitive look. Miss Polidori, is there something wrong? I don't remember her voice at all. I don't think it was that high pitched though. Janice told me it's that time of month, so I'm taking her outside. Please excuse us. Ina pulls my hand and literally sprints to the front door. Hey, why do I have to come with you? Well, everyone probably knows that she was lying now. And it's not that time of month. Oh god. So, what the hell did you do to Joff? How did you know I did something to him? It's written all over your face, spill it. I said something rude to Lord Godwin. That's okay. Janice has said so many rude things to all 3 of those guys. What did you say? It's a really embarrassing story. Yeah, please don't tell it, because we already saw this 2 episodes ago, and I don't want to see that again. Okay, I'm going back inside. Wait, I'll tell you!
But promise me you won't laugh.
Yeah, whatever, I promise.
That wasn't very reassuring. Okay, here goes.
Please, don't. Okay, it's just a text description. Ina tells me what happens when she met Joff. You're an idiot, aren't you?
So brutal, Janice. Is that the kind of thing you say after hearing a maiden's plight? Can you have just laughed or something?
Not really. I can't laugh about it, it was too awkward. You made me promise not to laugh, remember?
Janice is being mean again. Oh God, what's gonna happen to me? Is Lord Godwin gonna punish me? What kind of punishment is he going to give me?
I don't think he really cares.
I'm not going to be executed, am I? Oh my gosh, am I going to be executed? Am I? I'm gonna be executed, aren't I? Janice, help, they're going to have me executed.
It's impressive how she went from, what's going to happen to me, to, I'm gonna be executed, in a matter of seconds. Calm down, lords aren't kings, right? I don't think they could just order executions whenever they want. Besides, I doubt Joff even cares about what happened. Yeah, because if he actually cared, wouldn't he have said something while the conversation was going on? Really? Are you sure? No. It's not like I can read his mind.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to die!
This girl is helpless. Don't worry, I won't let you die. I'll beat up anyone who tries to kill you, okay?
Janice? Thank you, you're the best!
Apparently she forgot that I can't even use magic. Just then, the door to the ward opens. Oh, speak of the devil. We see Mr. and Mrs. Sherwood escort Joff, Poe, and Commander to the gate. They have a little chat at the gate and shake each other's hands. As Joff exits the gate, he catches a quick glimpse of me and Ina before leaving with Poe and Commander.
Oh no!
I think our eyes met for a second there. Maybe you two will get together, that would be the best ending. So?
Janice, my face is burning, what's happening to me?
Wow, your face is really red, except they didn't draw a picture for that, so it's not that red. It kinda looks like you just have a weird glasses sunburn.
Seriously? What is this? What is this feeling? Is this that?
Is this what I think it is? You mean like embarrassment? It's love. Who said that?
Love? Are you serious, Janice?
I didn't say anything. Is it her? Oh, it is her.
It's love, right? No, it can't be. Love. No, Janice, tell me it isn't love.
Yeah, it couldn't be. Seeing Joff must have reminded you of your shameful meeting and made you blush because it was so embarrassing.
Right, that's... Wait, what's with that overly realistic explanation? How old are you again? That's it. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to start teaching you how to properly speak like a teenage girl.
Don't wanna... Weird. Huh. Why there's so many dots? So many dots. Oh, we're back to this style. They suspected us. Aiden Wolf stated after they turned the corner and Eclipse's gate was out of sight. I didn't suspect you. What were we supposed to be suspecting? I shouldn't have come. This is your investigation, Johann Poe replied. Of course you had to be there. Don't worry, they won't back away from the deal. Lord Godwin, Joff, haven't lost his cool. Joff reminded Aiden of some of the best mages he had fought, the ones who'd never let their emotions show in battle. These were excellent fighters who knew to make every spell count. They could assess the situation so thoroughly that they would be able to instantly pinpoint their best route of attack right when Aiden least expected it. I don't know why I can't read when it's like this. Johann, here, Joff said, handing a vial of clear blue liquid to the professor. Huh. What is that? Oh, is this the sample Mr. Sherwood gave you? He asked as he slipped the potion into his pocket. Oh, it's a mana potion. That's right. Yes. I'll see what I can learn from it. In any case, the Sherwoods seem like decent people. We don't know that yet. Everyone just keeps becoming transparent. Yes, you're right. What do you think, Wolf? Joff's right. It's too early to tell. At first glance, Colton and Oriole Sherwood were just a normal married couple who happened to run a madhouse. Something bothers me about the madhouse, though. Maybe it was all the children killing each other on a construction site. Yeah, that seemed pretty dangerous. What might that be? We never saw the adult inmates. Oh, you're right. That's true. I guess they did say they keep them inside because they could go over the magic wall. Yeah, it's standard practice to keep inmates locked. Let's try that again. It's standard practice to keep inmates locked up, Johann explained. Some lunatics can be dangerous, but not the child inmates. Children aren't much of a threat. I guess that makes sense. Yet Aiden couldn't shake away the feeling that something wasn't right. Children with magic could still be quite a threat, though. Maybe it revolved around the mana potions? Aiden knew that the real reason the king ordered the investigation on Eclipse's mana potions wasn't because they were worried they were harmful, as the official report stated, but because the government suspected that whoever was supplying Eclipse with the potions might not be paying taxes for them. Uh-oh, is that all? And of course, the possibility of someone not paying taxes just didn't sit well with the government. I hope this whole taxing thing isn't like a big subplot of this whole story. Most madhouses didn't give their inmates potions for two reasons. First was that lunatics are often considered dangerous individuals. The second, and definitely most important, was that mana potions were prohibitively expensive. Oh yeah? How was Eclipse able to give their inmates potions regularly? Maybe it's just run by really rich people. Yeah, like that says. Granted, Eclipse was an institution for the wealthy, and their admission fee was much higher than most other madhouses, but it wasn't high enough to offset the cost of mana potions. The conclusion was that Eclipse had somehow been able to get their hands on cheap potions, which meant that they were most definitely illegal. The government could have just asked Eclipse to disclose where the potions came from, of course, but they also knew that it wouldn't be difficult for Eclipse to cook up some elaborate scheme to cover up any shady business dealings they may be involved in. It's also why they couldn't just send the police with a warrant. Everything already pointed to the potions being illegal, but they needed concrete evidence. This is where Aiden, Joff, and Johann come in. Or came in, because it's in... Wait. Anyway, as the founder of a new magic machine manufacturer, Joff would approach Eclipse by pretending to be a buyer in the market for cheap mana potions. Okay, so the whole thing was just like a setup for their investigation. With his expertise in magical science, Johann would help analyze the potions Joff received from Eclipse and try to figure out where it came from. Aiden was in charge of the whole investigation, but it was the official reason that made him uneasy. Was it a coincidence that the owners of a madhouse were involved in an illegal mana potion trade? Or was that really just too inconvenient? What if the madhouse was actually a facade for something more sinister? Lunatics, after all, were social outcasts. Oh, that could be a pretty interesting plot if they keep going with that. If one were to randomly disappear one day, no one would bat an eye. That made them perfect subjects for... Aiden didn't even want to think about it. What, like, magic experiments and stuff like that? He sincerely hoped it really was something as simple as tax evasion, but if his many years in the force had taught Aiden Wolf anything, it was that things that didn't feel right usually weren't. So many dots again. Is the dots meant to just be a transition between the two halves of characters? Magic deficiency disorder. Lunatics who suffer from this madness have severe, or in extreme cases, complete loss of ability to cast magic spells. These individuals do not have any observable physical deformities that normally cause such disabilities to occur, e.g., arm fractures. People who are magically disabled due to a physical injury must not be diagnosed with this madness, and should instead be referred to a physician who can fix the immediate cause of their disability through the use of healing magic. It is only when the loss of magic isn't accompanied by physical injuries that the disability is believed to be the product of a defective mind, and a diagnosis of magic deficiency disorder is appropriate. Immediate admission to a madhouse is advisable.
The cause of this madness is unknown. Is she like reading this from a book or something? No treatments have been shown to be effective. Oh yeah, she was. That's what the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Lunacy says about my condition. Why did they let her read that? If there was any doubt about me having this madness, what happened today should put that to rest. Since I still can't use magic after Commander Wolf casts healing magic on me, that proves that my defect is mental rather than physical. But he was healing your body, not like your... Maybe he didn't heal your arm, he was healing your back or something. I wish he had cured my magical disability instead. Who cares about a little wound? But he can't cure my madness. Even the manual says that there are no effective treatments. Yeah, tell me about it. I've been subjected to all sorts of therapy and nothing's worked. Hey, I just had an idea. Maybe there's no adult inmates because they're like somehow extracting the magic from them and making mana potions out of them, and that's how they get the potions for everyone else. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that theory for now. At first, they tried to teach me using the methods taught in schools with the occasional counseling and these tonic baths. Hydrotherapy, they called them. Which felt weird at first, but were otherwise not too unpleasant. Though after a while, once it was evident that normal treatments weren't going to produce any results, they called an alienist who specialized in all kinds of therapies designed to cure difficult lunacies like dementia praecox? I don't know what that means. Magic deficiency, is it? Mumbled the alienist, a man even older than Mr. Sherwood, as he pored over a piece of paper, commenting on how broken my mind must have been to suffer from such a terrible madness. He proceeded to give instructions to his two assistants, both young men, probably the alienist students, before telling me about something called the hypothermia therapy. I didn't really understand him, but he basically said that a lunatic's mind could sometimes be cured by lowering their body temperature to a near-death state. Oh man, that sounds very dangerous. He said that this therapy would cure me for sure. I'm pretty sure it probably didn't. The alienist told me to strip naked, which I reluctantly obliged, and had one of the assistants stand in front of me and extend his hand. Well, actually, obviously it didn't work because she's still at the madhouse, so... The hand glowed for an instant before something obscured my vision, and my whole body was assaulted by freezing cold. I couldn't move any of my limbs, not even a finger, because the block of ice had completely encased my body. Well, that sounds quite scary. They told me later that I was only frozen for a minute, but it felt like an eternity. I felt as if I had died. Even after the ice melted, they watched me shiver on the floor, still unclothed, for who knows how long. At the end of it, the hypothermia therapy failed to cure my madness. A week later, the alienist tried a different therapy. He explained that the mind could be cured by inducing a seizure, so he would force me to have one via a method he called electroshock therapy. Oh god. Yeah, that's probably not gonna work, or rather probably didn't work well. This time it was the other assistant's turn. Without any warning, he shot a lightning bolt. I remember my body jolting in intense pain, but it was very brief. The next thing I remember is waking up in my bed after sundown. That didn't cure my lunacy either. They experimented with a bunch of other therapies over the next few months, none of which helped me gain the ability to use magic. I hated those stupid sessions. Mr. Sherwood did eventually forbid any therapeutic methods that could cause physical harm, favoring counseling sessions instead. But it still sucks. I hate this madness. Why is everybody else able to use magic? Why am I the only one who can't? What the hell is wrong with me? I hate magic. I hate not being able to use it. I hate getting beaten up because of it. I hate it, hate it, hate it. This madhouse, this prison where I'm forced to spend my entire foolish life, this place that is supposed to cure me of my madness but doesn't, I hate it. Drake and the boys, those annoying brats who think they're so great just because they have magic, I hate them. Yeah, but they have other problems. Everything in this world just pisses me off. This world, this unfair world, just arbitrarily decided that everyone except me would be able to use magic. I hate it. I say hate like 5 million times. Everything in this world just pisses me off. I wish it would all just disappear. Where's this apocalypse that the religious nutjobs have promised us for years? Don't go telling people about the end of the world if you can't deliver on this promise, god damn it. Man, we understand, but this monologue is very long. Why hasn't the world ended yet? Hurry up and end already, and I'll be sad if there's no, the world ends in this game. What's so great about magic anyway? Why am I considered less of a person just because I can't use it? Well, I do understand. I learned a long time ago, before I came to Eclipse, that without magic I'm just a burden for everyone. In 3rd grade, I went on a school trip to the countryside. The teachers divided us into groups of 3 or 4, making sure that each group was diverse enough to have all 5 types of magic: fire, water, wind, earth, and healing. Oh, so there are 5 types, the 4 elements, and then healing is the last one apparently. The idea was to have everyone work with their teammates to complete various tasks that required different combinations of magic. Its intent was to simulate how magicians work together in real life. It just so happened that I was the only one in my group to possess the courage magical trait, apparently the trait for fire magic. Needless to say, we failed to complete anything that required burning or heating stuff. At lunch we had to cook our own meals. More accurately, the teachers gave us frozen blocks of food that we had to melt with fire. But we couldn't even do that. We had to wait until the food thawed, and then we had to eat it cold. Everyone had always ridiculed me for not being able to use magic, but after that school trip, they didn't just make fun of me. Everyone despised me because they had to eat one meal that was cold. Nobody wanted anything to do with me inside or outside of the classroom. The madhouse provided an environment where people who couldn't use magic could live in any sort of comfort. The alienists and nurses are ready to assist me at any time. But outside these walls, everything depends on magic. Society expects you to be able to use magic. It's not their fault that they reject me. It's my own fault for not being able to use magic. Well, that's not really true either. It's not anybody's fault. It's my own bad luck to have been born without the ability to use magic. Yeah, well, that line is true there. I should have never have been born at all. But so what? Would my life be better if I could use magic? Would magic be able to make me happy? Probably not. It doesn't matter. I don't care about it anymore. I don't care about anything anymore. So what if I have to spend the rest of my life in a madhouse? Anywhere else would suck just as much. So what if Drake and his little gang beat me up every day? Someone will heal my injuries with magic, and it'll be as if nothing ever happened. I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. Okay, and then I'll say don't care like a million times. The world already hates me. Even if I suddenly woke up tomorrow and was able to use magic, the world would still hate me. Magic isn't going to change anything. Whew, that was so long.